What is going on, everybody? We got the little downtown map behind us, but it is Sunday. I'm currently still going through my death pile from all the stuff I found last week. So today we're gonna do a little different video. We're actually gonna go to the Austin Flea Market just to kind of browse around and switch it up, and I'll actually show you the death pile. That's back there. It kind of managed to whittle it down, as well as I do need to prep some more packages. I'll go ahead and flip the camera around. So we made a couple of sales this weekend, and actually a couple of the shoes that I posted or that I found in Colleen are in there somewhere. And let me flip the camera back around. So with that in mind, I was thinking of doing a follow-up video here at the end of January, just to do it kind of like a what I sold on eBay or online in general, from the shoes and stuff that I've thrifted in these past couple of videos, just to kind of be more transparent on what things actually sell for, and maybe some of you guys can learn from that. So, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get on the road and get out of here. Here we are. $2 parking. Oh, they bumped it up. It used to be $1. So this is the Austin Flea Market. It's mainly over there. The good thing is it's covered, but let's go ahead and pay these people and dive right on in. And here we are. The wind was a little too harsh to use the audio here, but this flea market early on, around say 10 in the morning, is kind of dead and usually starts getting busier around the afternoon, usually 12:30. And I do try to come here often, usually when it's a little warmer. Today was about 50 degrees, so it wasn't too bad. And of course, I love to eat the snacks around here. I have to kind of be careful where I step. Earlier in the day, I did actually step in a mud puddle and nearly slipped. But yeah, so now I'm kind of cautious about this mud on the ground, mainly because the shoes I was wearing were not the best in this type of environment. I'm not gonna lie, 10 in the morning, but a $3 Tecate sounds pretty good right about now. But in Texas, on a Sunday, they don't serve alcohol till 12. Here's the little staging area for the music. Pretty cool. It gets kind of rowdy around the time they start playing this music. And overall, here are the staple vendors back here. Once in a while, you'll get a mom and pop. So I'm going to go ahead and make my rounds. There's the mud I was talking about earlier. Super paranoid about it now. But overall, looks like people are just unloading their stuff. And I'm just going to take my time walking around. So we managed to pick up a few things. I'm going to go ahead and break it down once I get out of here. But yeah, jacket, hat, and vintage lunchbox. So pretty good prices. Had to brush up on my Spanish, so did not want to get that on camera, haggling, but we'll go ahead and go to the next spot. And I am getting hungry. The food smells really good around here. But let's see what else we got. We got the merch. Get your merch. It's a good hustle here, but it's assuming super volume. So that's cool. That Bob Marley right there. Alright, we got a mock kitchen here. Check this out. Custom. The microwave. Let's see what else we got over here. And finally come across a storage unit vendor. My favorite type of person to shop at because they have a lot of inventory and can give you some really good deals on their stuff. So that guy was actually setting up shop, so he was not ready yet. So we're gonna go ahead and go to a different part of the flea market, and then we'll back around though, because that guy's usually really organized. I mean, he's the type of dude that usually has a guard and everything. So okay guys, it's snack time. Have you not had one of these? These are called tamarindo sticks from the tamarind fruit. A little sweet, a little spicy, pretty good little snack. So I need a little energy, and let's go ahead and keep going. I do see other vendors here, so I'm gonna dig through this stuff and see if we can find anything. So a lot of the storage guys are actually still setting up. Looks like I shut up a little early, so I'm gonna go ahead and have an unloaded break. So we're gonna munch out, fuel up, but then we're gonna head back over there and see if those guys are ready to start selling their stuff. Alright, so we did end up getting a toy from the storage guy. He had a sweet White House hat that I wanted for the collection, but I wanted a little bit too much. I think he overpriced it because he wanted it for himself. As I rejected the offer, he went ahead and put it on his head, so that's kind of funny. But this pretty much wraps up the trip. We're gonna go ahead and get a drink before we leave. And yeah, and goodbye Austin Flea Market until next time. This was fun. I do like coming out here every now and then. I know I don't really find a whole lot, but I think it all comes down to just the thrill of the hunt, being outdoors for a little bit, getting some sunshine, and you know, munching on some corn and candy that's probably not good for you, but it tastes good. So until next time. And that was my little Sunday morning into the Austin Flea Market. I've always loved going to flea markets ever since I was a kid. My uncles used to take me. I was really into fishing. I grew up by South Padre Island, which is, you know, one of these towns that borders the beach in South Texas. So we would always go hustle and look for cheap fishing gear, stuff for BB guns, and, you know, just little kid things. So the guy who is the storage buyer, and he pretty much sells things out of the bins, I ended up seeing him, and I got this right here, the Penguin, the animated series toy. It's sealed. I'm not sure if I want to send this into FBA as new. I mean, obviously, you know, it's not new with the little dings and its imperfections. So I might put this on eBay. I usually like putting vintage toys and just other things on there that are not clothing, just to kind of switch up my account. But this is going for about $17 online, paid $5, so an easy, you know, 10 to 12 bucks. Nothing too crazy, just more of a bread and butter item. Up next is this John Deere hat. Now, John Deere hats can range anywhere online depending on the one you have. So I got this from some other smaller vendor for $3. I'm gonna try to see if I can put a little bit more shape and get rid of that crease right there. And I should be able to make anywhere from 15 to 30. I'll have to double check, and I'll put the comps right here. So thought that was a good pickup. Up next, and I just love picking up stuff like this, cigarette memorabilia. So this is a marble lunch bag, you know, relatively great condition. Picked it up from the same guy with the John Deere hat. And he asked $5 for this. This is going anywhere online for about 20, 25 bucks. So it was a good little pickup. And actually, I just noticed I'm missing the strap here, so may have to take a little off. But overall, fun find. And lastly, another members only jacket, Mariner in a large. So I like picking up members only jackets, good 80s vintage pieces. I think in one of the earlier videos I picked up a black one, and that one sold immediately, so I priced it a little low. This one is in a like a brown olive drab colorway, relatively good condition, and these Mariner jackets can go online for almost 30 bucks last I checked. And this guy was asking 10, the same guy with the bag, but I talked him down into 7. So I thought that was a decent pickup as well. Actually, if this was a medium, I'd probably keep this for me. And similar to thrift stores, it's good to build relationships. That guy with the storage bin business, he's seen me time to time, and he knows I sell stuff on eBay. So he gave me a deal on that Batman toy, and afterwards he was like, how much is that selling for? So, I mean, once again, it's always good to be transparent, because at the end of the day, that could be a potential you know, the guy who can just consistently sell you inventory. So I'm actually, next time, I'm going to see if I can get some cards made and pass it to him. Because I was trying to have a conversation with this guy, but he is a really hardcore flea market guy. I mean, there's a ton of people that go to the flea market just for this one dude. And, you know, it's kind of hard to talk to him when people are just coming up to him with offers. So I'm going to continue to build relationships out there. And with that said, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys liked. I know it was a little different from thrifting. It's kind of harder to get footage browsing through people's inventory. They're probably like, who is this guy? Why does he have his phone out recording my stuff? But if you guys like the video, hit like, let me know. Let me know in the comments. And I'm not really a winter flea market person. I prefer the the fall and the spring. So look out for those videos around that time. But yeah, guys, see you next time. Bye.